You ready?
You rolling.
TeachMeGrappling. What's up, guys? I'm back. I've got Dylan here. Today, I wanted to go over the Monoplata. There was a Monoplata that was done in the UFC not that long ago. I believe it was a female fighter. When you get in this situation, the thing about it is it's an advanced technique, but it's really not that like something that you should like shy away from because it's advanced. Like really anyone can do this, and this will happen a lot more in fights than it will in grappling, because in fights people expose their arms and they lock around you. So what happens is he's on his back, and if you get the mount in fights, because of striking, it's very common for the person to wrap around your waist, which isn't common in grappling. You occasionally will get this position. What was I gonna say? Let's see, Khabib Nurmagomedov, in his fight that he just had with Gaethje, because of the arm triangle right here, this caused Gaethje's right arm to kind of like reach out, and then as he got his elbow out, go ahead, pull your elbow out. Yeah, like that. Now look, his arm is out. So his right arm is out. So this is what I'm talking about. I just need that arm out. So whether I could bring my knee up like this, connect everything real tight, and then trap his arm here, or he's locked around me because of strikes, same thing. His arm is trapped in this area. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna climb up. I wanna make sure that I'm high in the mount. And then the very next situation now is I gotta break this position. Now, if you have a guy that's locked and he's really tight because he doesn't want to get hit, which again, super popular in MMA because of strikes. You don't see this in grappling, so that's one of the things that makes this very like lopsided different. Because if you're in a grappling situation, you have a guy doing this, most of the time, he's either really smart or really stupid. It's considered a dumb thing to do this, but like I said, he's either really smart, he's trying to play a game, that could be maybe so advanced, it's way past what your senses should immediately tell you this is dumb because his elbows are out. But always remember, advanced people sometimes do those sorts of things every once in a while. They violate the principles because they are so unorthodox. But having said that, I'm not going to show you how to make this a good position for Dylan. We're going to step up, okay? Once I step up, now look what's happened. I close my knee, so the space here is really, really tight. Dylan can't really get his arm out. If you decide right now, like, let go of your lock and try to get your arm back in, see how like I'm keeping that snug. And I'm closing my elbow here. I'm not grabbing the arm. I'm not overhooking the arm. I don't do this, guys. I don't overhook. Just go ahead and close your elbow. I'm sitting on his hip. So because I'm sitting on it, it makes it hard for him to bridge. If he were to start bridging, okay, he can kind of go to his side like he did. If you notice you went to your side, can you go bridge towards your back? Just to show what that would be like. Yeah, see how like, it's really hard to do that. And then what I'm doing is I'm getting him here is my next goal is to kind of get Dylan on his side. So I'm gonna make him go to his side by closing my knee. As I close my knee, okay, I'm getting him here to go to his side. I'm gonna start walking my foot, closing everything tight. And now I've got his arm in a nice L shape, looking for the Kimura. So, or like a Kimura position. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, now once we're here, the only danger now that you want to think about is, what if this guy's a horse? He may start to get up. So if he tries to get up on his elbow and he starts to sweep you and roll you over, that's not good, okay? So of course on the back door, I might be able to catch triangles. Go ahead and get up like that again. So as he tries to go here, you'll be able to shoot a triangle, that'd be nice. But this is not what we want. We want to keep this guy down. We don't want him to like have any chance. So once I'm here, I'm just leaning my pressure and leaning my weight. I take my left hand and I just kind of clear a space, a post against his face. When people see this move, they think that you need to be flexible, and it's not true at all. Okay, I'm a person that has like very poor flexibility when it comes to bringing my foot towards my face. So when it comes to like rubber guard, I can't really pull my leg any closer than this, okay? So, I don't know if you noticed, I like lean back right now in order to do that. So, I can't leave my head right here and try to put a foot over somebody's face. So remember, all I'm doing is I'm clearing a lot of distance. You see this space? I clear plenty of distance so that I can guide my foot right over his face without kicking my training partner, okay? So I just lean and then pass it. Once I do that, here's one of the differences that I do that I feel like a lot of people need to add to their monoplata, is that the second I do this, I immediately change my body position and I go from leaning to my right back towards leaning to my left, and I grab onto my knee. So at this point, all of this is crushed. My stomach, my rib cage, I'm pressuring it into my thigh. I grip my knee and I pulse with my left hand. As I pulse with my left hand, my butt's trying to go towards the mat as I'm just like rainbowing. I always say rainbow my knee in this direction. So I'm taking my knee this direction, and this is causing that pressure. As I'm sitting down, it looks like a basic armbar, but it's hard for the guy to go anywhere. So Dylan, can you move right now? Go ahead and move. Just move around. Yeah. And then now I'm pulling it this way as I'm closing my knees together, and then this foot is also extending. So I'm extending the left leg as I'm closing my knee, and it looks like I'm just putting the guy in the arm bar with the arm in the armpit, but it is not that. Okay, it's not. His arm is technically still in a bent elbow position. So he is not rotated, which I'm gonna let him rotate now, to where it's here. Now it's basically what people call like the shotgun arm bar, where it's just an arm bar, arm in the armpit arm bar. And if that does ever happen, you got your straight elbow lock there. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that, but we don't want to create that, and that's not what the monoplata is. It's more of a kind of a shoulder lock, but remember, every shoulder lock can break at the elbow as well. So you'll get a guy here, you'll get the guy in the mount. The guy will hug you because he doesn't want to get hit. Okay, so as you're trying to throw strikes, he's going here. So immediately bring your knees up, step up. And then once I'm stepping up, I'm gonna lean myself backwards so my weight is on his hip. I never want him to be able to bridge. Bridging is really the only thing that will make his position salvageable. So if I was here and I started to put this up, Dylan, go ahead and can you just lock real tight? And then go ahead, as I'm trying to sit back, hit a nice hard bridge. See that? And then, so what happens is he uses energy, but he forces me back to this original position. So this is where if you had a really strong opponent, this is something he can do. He can bridge. So we want to take that away. So what are we going to do this time? We know we have a crazy horse. He's pretty strong. I'm going to go ahead and bring my knees up. He may be trying to bridge. Yeah, you see how you're bridging? I'm just like kind of taking up the space, making sure I don't get rolled. I don't want to get rolled here. And then as I step up this time, try to bridge this time, I'm going to keep my head up and I'm going to sit back on his hips so that now he's really wasting energy. And then now we're going to break the grips. So I can do that with strikes. Okay, so if you guys want to punch the guy, you can break the position with strikes, or you can also, if it's just straight grappling based, you guys can pry in front of the neck, get right under the chin, and then boom. Once I've broken his position, I've got the arm here, but I never leave so much space that I let him yank the arm out. Okay, if you let him yank the arm out, now your position's gone. So I want to keep it right here. If he tries to yank the arm out, I close the elbow, and then now I bring this nice and tight and bring it in. Okay, so next, look at your left elbow. Come around here, Carlos. So you see his elbow is like kind of like out. Go ahead and try to like move that arm and like, yeah, improve the position. Anytime I'm in this position, guys, and I can bring my knee over his biceps, I'll do that. So that would be a good thing. If I can do that, that would help me out. Okay, but if I am in the armpit, it's not a big deal either. I just got to be careful. I don't want this guy to get up on the elbow. If you guys start letting the guy up, he's really got a lot of energy. You might need to like change, go into some type of other, position, kind of bring the guy back down, settle him down. Of course, there's counterattacks I can do when the guy gets his elbow up, but it's going to take away the move I'm doing right now. So once I'm here, I lean back. Guy tries to get up on the elbow. I'm just pushing his face down, leaning my weight, closing my leg right here, and then now pass the leg over. You don't need much flexibility. Immediately switch your position and go. So where your right hand was posted, grip your knee, left hand post. And then now I'm lowering my butt real slow. Guys, tries to move, nowhere to go. I'm still controlling right here. And then we're gonna finish. If I lay all the way back like this may turn into an omoplata. Go ahead and sit up again like you did. I don't want this to turn into the omoplata, guys, because again, we can finish this move, but as you, a lot of you guys that train probably know, the omoplata like gets countered a lot with rolls and stuff. So when a guy's rolling, you don't want this situation to happen. Then you end up just having to come on top and then get your top control. So I'm in the mount. Let me just say this as well, because we're gonna get caught in this a lot from half guard. If you guys get caught in half guard, or quarter guard, yeah, like this. So this will happen a lot. You'll end up with a guy here, and again, he could be locked around your body. He may not be locked. He might just be, just turning the angle. See this arm? As long as this elbow's out, that's all I'm looking for. I don't really care that, his arm doesn't have to be locked around me, but as long as his elbow's not here. So if his elbow's here, you're trying to jam your knee in the armpit and then climb up to here. If once I can get that position, I can step my leg up, then I'm good to go. And again, even though he's got my leg in quarter guard, no sweat. In fact, it's almost even better, because it keeps him more preoccupied with holding your leg, because he feels like he has something, like he doesn't want to let go of. And while he's playing with this right here, you're going to be able to make your play. So again, I'm just going to kind of lean off to this side. I'm doing that by shifting my weight. I don't want to sit on him and then try to play rubber guard and try to do something like this. Okay, this is just very difficult. If you're very flexible, you might find that it's easy for you. So you can do it that way if you want, but actually the majority, we're talking about 90% of grapplers out there, that you don't have to do that in order to pass your leg over. It's very simply just leaning the weight. If the guy tries to close the distance, I just stiff arm his face, pass the foot over, and then I immediately grab. Remember, we don't want to come over to this side. This would create an omoplata. Immediately I switch my body weight and I'm crunching, and there's no way for his arm to escape. So once he's here, I'm just lowering slowly. And then remember what I said, I don't want him to sit up. So if he tries to sit up, my left leg is straightening. At the same time, I'm creating this little block right here, this locked position with my right arm, with my leg. So there's no way for him to take his arm out or sit up. So if he sits up this time, I'm just gonna show, try to sit up, not bridge. Yeah, see how he's there? I'm closing my knee this way, guys. It might be hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm closing my knee like that. And then again, if he's got your leg in quarter guard or half guard, don't sweat. It's actually better, because now he can't get up either. Because of this, he would actually have an easier time getting up if you just released it. Go ahead and release my leg completely, and then now start to scoot away and sit up. You see, like that, you start moving. I meant more of the sit up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you turn to sit up, just start working. Yeah, you see how you can get up better? But if you had my leg like this, try to get up. You see how there's two problems here that you have to try to solve. And at the same time I'm doing this and pulling, it's gonna make it real tough. And then again, it could be an elbow lock, it could be a shoulder lock. We don't really care. We're just looking to submit the guy. If you're in MMA, this is way more high percentage, because the guy's gonna grab you. And if he keeps his elbows in and he's trying to bump and stuff, all you have to do is just establish your control. You're bumping, throw a couple shots, boom. And then the second you do this, eventually he's gonna start reaching up to grab around you. See that? At some point, he'll find that position. You'll step the leg up. I'm working on breaking the guy's grip. Boom, as I break the grip, I turn him towards the side, pass the leg over, grip, post, monoplata, and it's all over. Okay? You like that, Dylan?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Good.
All right. So, I've been wanting to show you guys that move for a while. It was kind of interesting that we saw that girl hit it. I'm sorry that I don't know her name. It's been a little while. So if you guys haven't used that technique before, you don't need flexibility. It's really something that anyone can pull off. And like I said, grappling, you can hit it, but you're gonna have to make the guy expose his arm. In some way, shape, or form, he's gonna expose his arm. When there's striking involved, it's very easy, because almost everybody, I don't care if they're a black belt, they're gonna still grab you around the waist if you hit them a few times. It's just a matter of hits before they will grab you around the waist. It becomes a natural reaction for anyone trying to have some self-preservation. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much. Please click the links down below at Patreon, PayPal, contribute to this channel. Also, remember, we have the membership. We're dropping members-only content in the membership only. So if you guys wanna, in order to see that, you guys gotta be at purple belt or higher. Thank you guys all so much for everybody that contributes. And that's it, I'm back. See you guys next time with more great stuff.